Hey everybody, happy Halloween. So I'm going to be painting this little sugar skull, and some of it I will be finishing too. But I'm Chelsea, the paint party mommy, and I hope everybody was having an awesome evening. If you want to just come say hi or hang out while I paint this, I'm going to show you how to paint it. And I don't own any rights to the music, but if you want to listen to the same music, it is by the band The Happy Racers, and it's called A Scary Very Halloween. And it's an awesome Halloween CD, and you should listen to it. If you have Alexa, she'll play it. All right, so it's going to take me a second to get all of the links to where they need to be so everybody can jump on here and join me. So just hang out, do what you're doing. You can come back and forth in the video. You can paint along if you have supplies. I'll tell you everything that you need. It's just a quick kind of spur of the moment to do the sugar skull. Pretty much for Dia de los Muertos. All right. And when you jump on here, if you could let me know that you can hear me and if you can see everything okay, that would be awesome. All right, let me see what I can do about getting some of these links out to everybody. And you can chat with me here and let me know that you are here. So I'm going to be working on my makeup. I had way more on earlier, but it's kind of come off, but I thought I would leave it on while I show you guys how to paint this little sugar skull that I came up with. Just seeing here how I can share everything. All right, let's see. Alexa, play A Scary Very Halloween by the Happy Racers. All right, well, somehow she started playing news, so I doubt we're going to listen to news. Alexa, stop. All right, let's see if we can get this video shared here. Let's see if I grab that. All right. So, if you're watching this video, what did you guys do tonight? Did you take your kids trick-or-treating? Did you get candy? Did you just stay home and do stuff at your house? What did you guys do? Leave me a little comment. We did a couple little drive-through things here and really just kept it pretty low-key. It was a little bit chilly outside, so. All right, working on this. So if you just popped in, please leave me a comment. Let me know that you're here and that you're hanging out and kind of just watching me paint. I'm going to be watching the comments too, so I can reply to you guys and kind of like hang out virtually when I get started painting here. Let's see if this will work. Okay. All right, looks good there. And move over here. All right, so if you can see everything okay, I think I could maybe scoot this over a little and push that down. There. How's that? Look good? Okay. You may hear some zombies in the background. That is Chris's video game. We don't have rights to those sounds either, if anybody was wondering. So just gonna hang out a little here. Gonna get my little music thing going again. The paints that I'm gonna be using are acrylic paint. And I have some pink, some blue, black and white. I have 2 purples, 2 different color purples, and I have some yellow, green, and orange as well. Just to have a few colors going on. I've got some really cool tossable, they're called Toss Products palettes. You can use them over and over, and then you can just toss them, and they are compostable. They're all the way, they're recycled. Let's see here. We can find, go to the album. Okay. So now we're good. Just kind of hanging in there, see if we get any people, and then I'm going to go ahead and start painting. And if you're watching the replay of this, you may want to just fast forward a little. While I wait for some others to join us. I have a little bit of inspiration. It's a very cute little Halloween bag that came from the retreat at Hiawassee River. And this is a really cool place if you are looking to get married and you're in North Georgia. It's a nice little place where everybody in your party can be together, stay in a cabin. Super cute, but we got their little Halloween bag, and I thought it would be fun to kind of incorporate that since I was kind of incorporating that. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with painting the whole background black. And finding my own video on my phone. All this tech stuff you gotta do when you have a studio in your house. So I am live. Sweet. And I'm gonna share it. Come say hi. Happy Halloween. Just hanging out painting. Okay, so let's go here. All right. Just working on getting it shared everywhere that I can. And gonna get some black paint out and start doing the background. So I'm working with 11 by 14 canvas, and I've got it turned to the side. That's clogged. And actually, before I even paint it black, I'm gonna kind of draw a little bit down here. I had a banner like that. Just a small little banner like that. You can see that. And then here, I had a circle, kind of a little bob like that. And those were the pink ones. And I had the skull shape. This one's going to be different because I'm just freehanding it. Then I had another little one right here that overlapped. So after I draw the little one, I'll take out that line from where it was overlapping. So I've got just a few kind of wobbly circles going on. And then up here on the side, I'm going to be more careful this time to make them match up a little better. Last time I did not make the points line up well, and then when I tried to connect my spider web, it didn't work. Okay, and then you can either put them really close on the head, which I might get a little closer than I was before. Those are just little blobby circles, and then you can come through and do a triangle off to the side of them like that. You can put a line in the middle. They're going to be half light green and half dark green if you follow what I was doing. And you'll come down here and you'll put a few of the little leaves on these. Just wherever you feel like you want the leaf, that's where it should go. Just like that. And then you can smooth out your skull if you want. You can also just do a large circle and then kind of bring a little bit of a square down. And if you don't like drawing with a pencil, you could draw with chalk. You go ahead and paint it all black, and then you could paint it with chalk. Draw with chalk on the black paint. All right, so just a pretty quick sketch of what we're gonna do. Now I can get a flat brush, either 1 inch or 3/4. And you will fill in all of the background around what you drew with black. And I use this brush a lot, so I might be a little better at getting the details with it. I turn it on the side and use the thin side to do a line. And just kind of press with the brush and it'll go like this instead of like that. So you turn it up on its side and there you go. You can get that close line. If you find yourself running out of paint, just go back and get some more. This is acrylic paint. And I've got black. You can go ahead and do the bottom. You can do the sides black. Okay. I do have a water cup, but I do not really use water too much with acrylics. You could use a tiny bit if you find that the paint is a little hard to spread. You can use a little tiny bit of water, but it will run, so just be careful. If you're hanging out watching, you should say hello in the comments and let me know what you did tonight for Halloween or what you're doing besides hanging out with me. All right, okay, put that back. I may have to get a little bit of a smaller brush, but I'm gonna see if I can get some of these bigger outlines done. All right. Did any of you guys dress up tonight? Let's see here. Just trying to figure out if I can get this shared on my Instagram too. So there's painting all around what we drew. Or if you would wait for, if you feel more confident with the chalk outline, you can wait till you paint it black and then you can draw all these things in with chalk. I'm gonna have to get a little bit of a smaller paintbrush. So our little kid, she eats way more candy than she would have ever, I would have like ever let her have in a day anyway. Even though it wasn't even that much, but probably compared to some other kids. But man, she crashed hard. She did not want to. Poor thing. She had a blast. She really like understood trick or treating and stuff this year. It was cute. She's 4. What did your kid dress up as if you have a kid? Ours was Sky from Paw Patrol. But I just thought it would be fun to do this tonight in honor of Dia de los Muertos, and I thought it would be fun to just go live and see who was around. Plus, every day and night is a good day when you do what I do. Alright, I am going to rinse that brush out. I'm going to have to get a little bit of a smaller one. I like small flat brushes. They really tend to do a lot of jobs. This kind of brush. It's real easy to find. Let's see. Trying to get this on here. Still can't find out how to get it on there. Okay. Well, hopefully you guys will see it if you get on YouTube, because I can't figure out how to share that over there. There's a lot of little things I'm still learning on all. I'm taking a little brush and I'm just going right around everything that we traced out. And I'm changing things up in this one. I don't want it to look exactly the same. So I've cut the banners a little shorter. And just going around all this stuff. We'll probably paint some of this white afterwards, so if you go over your lines a little bit, that's okay. You can change up the shapes later if you didn't like what you did. You just have to wait for it to dry. And just smooth that paint out. Okay, let's see. Let me go find all right. here. And do a little comment as myself. Let's see. Can you see that? All right, cool. I got in there twice. All right, let's see. Just gonna finish up going all around everything that we already drew. If you wanted to do bigger flowers, you could, or a couple smaller ones, whatever you want to do. And down at the bottom of that one, I wrote a party to remember the ones we won't forget, because that is what they sing in the Happy Racers song called Dia de los Muertos. And I really like thinking of it that way. It's a pretty awesome tradition. I will get better at figuring out how to share these links. For some reason, it just seemed like I was having trouble getting it to show up on Instagram. That was where I can't seem to get it to share to my stories. Alright, gonna go up top and fill this area in. Just go right around where you put the leaves and the flowers. And the black should all blend in with itself once it dries. Alright. Okay, so pretty much that looks good. I'm gonna rinse that brush out and use this little cloth I have to rinse it out. Does anybody celebrate Dia de los Muertos? Anybody? All right, let's see. You get some white paint. Probably a lot of white paint. And gonna take care of just making these areas a little more solid white. Plus, with our flowers, we really want to have a good white background. I'm gonna start with the skull. And if your black paint is not dry and it starts mixing into gray, you may want to use a blow dryer or fan it for a little while and make sure that you're not pulling any of that black in. And if you did, that's okay. You can wait till it dries and then you can paint over it. So don't worry, didn't ruin anything. See, like I did, there was some black on my brush, but I'm gonna go with it. And once it kind of dries, I can go back over it. Okay. And I'm gonna paint the banner. Same with the black here. If it gets in your banner and you don't like it, then just wait for it to dry. I came up with this design for the Halloween fun group I had. It was a group where you could paint everything I painted this Halloween. It's pretty fun. Let's see. Sorry, every time my leg touches that, it like shakes the whole camera. Alright, so I'm kind of letting that hang out there. I'm going to get the orange and I'm going to fill in the spiderweb areas. Looking for a brush that I want to use here. I'm going to go for a 3/4 quarter brush here. It's like this size. And I've got some orange, and you're just going to paint that on there. You can kind of paint from, you stay with the shape that you're doing. And you want to get the sides of that orange. Alright. And again, you can kind of turn the brush up on the side to get right into lining something like that. Or grab a smaller brush. Definitely don't try to force it. If you don't feel comfortable using the big brush, then definitely switch back down. Okay. Cute. That'll probably need another coat in a little bit, but we can do that. So you want to make sure that you paint the side just like that. Every time you're painting something, usually you just bring it all the way over to the side. Obviously, I need to come back with the black and fix that. Okay. Cool. Rinse out that brush. And when you do your flowers, you're going to want to start with the darkest part first. So I'm actually going to get some red. And I'm going to get pink very close to it. So I can mix a color kind of in the middle of that. And you can go back to using your smaller brush to finish that. All right. So I've got some red and some pink. And I'm going to start this one. And remember, I left that other one overlapping. And I want these to kind of be weird shapes. But you'll just kind of circle it in almost. Stay with the curve of the flower. Maybe you just want to do pink. That's fine too. It's just this will give it a base. If you go over a little bit, that's fine. It kind of gives it a see-through petal effect. You can really have either one of these overlapping over the other. You don't have to have a specific one. Okay, rinse that out. I'm actually going to have to change my rinse water because with painting on black, it kind of turned it a little dark and I'm having trouble getting all the brushes rinsed. I'll be right back. Let's get everything a little closer. Maybe you can see the details a little better. Whatever that. Okay, now I can get that rinsed out better. And this just a little. There. So that's kind of drying. I'm going to take the pink and go right on top of it. You see that? There, you can see that a little better. And then go right over it with your pink. And you don't have to have like a perfect stroke. You do kind of want it to get a little leery almost. You can just do little strokes back and forth to fill it all in. Ooh, got some black in there, so see, stuff like that happens all the time. You think, oh, I got it, and boom. So I will have to wait and catch up to that one in a minute. Let's see. Alright, well, we're just trying to check if anybody was having trouble logging in over here. So you're going to kind of get a little white and pink going on your brush. You're going to go lighter than this. Start from the middle, go out. Like that. And now I'm going to do the purple flowers. So I'm going to get purple paints. Got two color purples, but I'm going to go ahead and do the darker one first. And I'm going to use a little round brush because it's kind of a little bit smaller. And give this really cool purple color. And you can kind of just almost make these a different shape when you're doing it. If it goes over the black, that is okay. You Could have made these way more like circles or just little wobbly circles. Cool. Okay. Then you can get that other, if you were going to do a different color, a different color purple, and spiral it in. And if your orange is dry, go back to your brush that you were doing orange, or clean off whatever brush you were using. Get some more orange. It's just a little bit of a translucent color. You need kind of like 2 coats at least to really make the orange stand out. This side could use more too. And don't forget the sides. As I'm looking at this, I'm seeing I have missed a little bit of black here and there. So I think I'm going to get that brush I used for that. Go over that a little where I can see where I didn't get the black. I don't think I finished that completely. There we go. Alright, so we've got to get a little of the blue. And I'm just going to do straight blue first. Grab a different brush. And this was the one that I was going to have overlap. That one. Alright. just spiraling it to fill it in. Alright, cool. Just fill that one in a little bit more because it was still where the red was. Awesome. Okay. Oh, I need to play that. Alright, we'll just start the CD over. Alright, we can add some more purple. So we're gonna get same brush I was doing the blue, but I'm gonna rinse it out as good as I can to get that blue out. It won't matter too much in a purple flower. Okay. A tiny bit of white and grab a little of your purple and mix it together. Get a little more white, mix it with your purple, and kind of swoop that in on top of that other one. You don't have to fill it all the way in. Like that. Cool. And then that's pretty much what you keep doing, is creating a lighter and lighter color every time it kind of like dries a little. Just come in with another color and put a little in. Then you can even come back with the dark one if you want. Spiral it out. If they're wet, they'll really just mix together. But sometimes that works out for you because it gives you different colors. And these are not legit flowers. These are like stylized flowers. So these are a little dry, so I'm going to come back with the regular like pink and give it just more pink. Because I really like that pink. And I'm going to cover up that big black spot. Let's see, 1 second. I'm going to share this video. To my Halloween fun group. Alright, cool. So that's there. Come back in the video. And light check. So I'm gonna grab the green. You're gonna have to make a light green and you're gonna have a dark green. So just find a little place on your palette or your plate or whatever you're using. You might want to get a little bit of a smaller brush because these are kind of small. And you can always start and do all the dark ones first. You're just going to alternate which sides you put the dark green and on. Okay, so I put it on the top on that one, so we'll come and put it on the bottom of this leaf. Just because I like them to alternate. Okay. This one I will do on the top as well. And this one I will do on. So I'm going to continue with the dark green all the way through since that's what I'm working with. And you're just painting half of your leaf. Do your best to just paint about half. Alright, there's those. I come up here and do kind of the same thing. You'll probably have to paint these twice. But if you're using kind of like quick drying craft paint, it should dry pretty quickly. But you do want it to look dark. That looks good. Then you'll just get a little bit of white and probably a dot of yellow. Not a lot of yellow. Just enough to brighten up that green. We want it really light green to contrast with that one. So I have mixed this little green color here. And you can kind of roll your brush to make a point again. And I'm going to start up here since it's already wet. Down there, move it up here. If your green that you mixed is not different enough, just go back and make it a little bit lighter. that out, and you can put a black line through those after they dry. Now I'm going to make, oh, I missed one little leaf. There we go. Alright. I need to make a little bit of a light pink. I'm going to actually grab this bigger brush. It's a bigger round brush. I think I'm going to make some pink. Grab some pink over here where my white was. Really make this nice light pink. And just kind of swirl it into this a little bit. Just do some swoops. You can go back with the other pink, the darker one. Then you're going to want to go light blue. So you're going to bring some blue over to where your white was and mix a little bit together to get a cool light blue color. And then you'll kind of do that same thing where you'll come in here and then you'll grab a little bit of the dark and mix it like that together. And you might have to let it dry a little. You're going to kind of make little C's like that, little circles. And rinse that out really well because you're going to kind of go back and forth between the pinks and the blues. And the purples. You just, like I said, these are really stylized flowers. They're not by any means real flowers, so you can really do whatever you want. And you can even get just a little white and put the white in by itself. That. Like that. And go in the purple and do some white circles like that. We're just going to do the white to the blue one. And if you have a liner brush, that's what you're going to want to grab to do the spider webs. Just a brush that's pretty pointy. And you might want to turn it upside down. And what you'll do is you will take from here to the point to this point, from this point to this point. And if you need a ruler, go go right ahead and get one. I'm just going to kind of wing it. And I'm going to do the outside right here with the white and this bottom with the white. This brush isn't that good. Now I'm going to come up here. Into the top. Okay, I'm not using that brush. We will use this one. That one is not working. Never be afraid to let the brush go. It is not working for you. So that's what you're going to do for your spider web. Sometimes it just takes a little more paint. And if you at least committed to the line, then you can always just come back and fix it. Very cool. I'll go ahead and do this one. You're just going to bring this line to match the middle and this line to match the middle little point. It's the top part white. Connect them. And you'll take it on the side here. And if you want, you can flip it back over. And when you're doing these spider webs, I just had to finish that one too. For some reason, that one was really giving me trouble. And then you almost just make like a circle and then you do that on each one. Kind of like that. That one's not the best. I don't know why I can't get that one to work. I might turn it back upside down. Alright, so right here, you just kind of decide about how many you're going to put in. It's a little bit of a curved line. Like that. Then these will obviously go like this. Curve 2. Like that. So switch it over here where it's easier to do. And I will start in the middle. There we go. That one too. And you can really write whatever you want here. I wrote the lyric from that song by the band that we're listening to. And you can write it with a Sharpie or a paint pen. I'm going to go ahead and fill in the little black line I was telling you about between the leaves. It just goes right down the center between the two green colors that you did, just with your pointy brush. And you can also take it and kind of go around the leaves if you want. And you can also take the black and go around the flower part in case you really got out of the lines and you wanted to kind of take it away or define a shape for the flower more. You can go back and cover it with black like that. You don't have to. You can. Just make sure you get all the leaves. I didn't get to see the full moon tonight. We tried, but it was too cloudy here. Okay, so I kind of fixed those. Oh, that was a really thicker line than I wanted. Alright, so clean that up a little bit. Up to you if you wanted to outline the flowers like that. I think I'm gonna add some purple up here. Right. This is where you're gonna kind of come in here to your face, and you're gonna do an upside down heart for the nose. And it's gonna be about right before it goes down to the cheeks. There's an upside down heart. And then the eyes are going to be a little bit of a kind of like a little bean shape, like that. And then the mouth, depending on what you want to do, I did like this. And then I put the lips in. And then I did the lines. So that's really a simple sketch right there. If you can see it. You're going to take your smallest brush that you've been using that you like, and you're going to fill this in with black. And if you get the eyes more of a circle, that's fine too. Usually they have a little bit of not a perfectly round shape. And fill in your little heart. And then you really have to get your line, your brush pointy. And you can see I kind of curved on each side to the middle. And you'll put the lips in after. Alright, so while you guys are working on that, I'm take a small break. And I'm going to start this one over for you. And that way you can listen to that. And I'll be right back to help you finish your sugar skull, and we're almost done. Yeah. Yeah, they look a little bit different. That's okay. Alright. You're going to want to pick some design elements, like I'm going to do a purple ring around the eye. And I'm going to use the really pointy one. Use like kind of the smallest, pointiest brush you have, unless you did a bigger skull, which is fine. I'm not exactly sure how mine ended up so small this time. But just get a good purple or whatever color you choose ring around the eye first. Just paint right around it. Sometimes with purple you need a little extra coats. Let's see, this is where we're going to look at, try to pull up an example of something that you like. And you can see, I think this one has a lot of dots, which I think are pretty cool. And some circles, some dots, a little bit of spider web on the forehead, which I think I like that on this one. So I'm just going to do, let's see, a flat line down here with a little dot on the end. And if you want to make a perfect dot, use the back of your paintbrush. Just get a little on the back of your brush. And then I'm going to go ahead and make these other two dots here because I'm going to pull another web down here like that. And then go. I really like this version of this song. Alright. And this particular picture has a cute little pink like swirl from the cheekbone. Like that. And then flip your brush over. And you can really do lots of different dot work. If the mouth is dry, you can come in with the dark pink with your pointy brush. And you can fill in where these little lips would be. There's a lot of green, cute green dots. So I'm going to make that kind of bright green color again where I mixed yellow and white and green. When you're doing the dots, you do have to go back quite often. Just finishing it up.
Yeah. Looks good.
Thanks. So I think I'm gonna get the blue, and I'm gonna come around this and just do little, well, I'm gonna do another circle with the blue. And then hopefully I can turn it into flowers after I have most of it there. All right, let's see. What can I do here? Get a real pointy brush, and then you can kind of make it. Kind of don't like that blue because it's a little dark. You can really do any design that you want to do. There doesn't have to be anything specific about it. And add some purple. So yeah, the skull is really up to you, whatever you want to make it look like. You can look up pictures. Sometimes I get distracted and I don't end up making them the way I want them to look, but they're still cute. And in the middle, I'm gonna put some white in there because I want to do another one of these little flowers in the eyes. I thought that would be cute. So you just make a little white circle. And yeah, you can also do little white lines kind of inside the nose. Maybe like that. And then inside of the eyes, I'm going to do the tiniest bit of orange as the background with that white. And then yellow. Probably gonna have to do some white with the yellow, I guess. It's not wanting to show up. May have to just wait for it to dry a little. And while you're doing that, you can go around and touch up other little things like the purple around the eye. When that blue is dry, I'm about to try to hit it with some light blue. And then maybe I'll separate it with the light blue. That's what I'll do. So let me make some light blue. Alright. So I'm just taking my time and doing these tiny little circles around the eyes to break up that blue. Make it look a little more like maybe petals. You just have to really take your time, and the tinier your brush is, probably the better off you are. to come in here and get these tiny details. And since we're almost done, I will take this back to Dia de los Muertos, and we can hear it one more time. So I don't want any rights to this music. And whatever you don't like, just go back and fix it after it has dried, and you'll be surprised what you can do to fix things. Sometimes purple needs a few coats before it looks good. Just putting some dots in the middle of the flowers. Alright, let's see if I can add the yellow in there now. And some white. Just the same way you did the other ones. And then do like a little leaf in white. And then you can come back with the green. And now it has that. And you can even take some little dots all around the eyes. And if you have glitter paint, it looks like glue, like it's clear. Ooh. You can use some of that. It's like, I got it on me. It looks clear, like, or not clear. It dries clear. That's what I'm trying to say. So you could add it in your flowers, and it looks white, and then it dries clear. So it's a nice little addition to things. You can swoop it in the flowers, and if you want, you could give it in the spider web a little bit. If you want, you don't have to. The only thing I would like is to get this yellow a little lighter. I'm going to mix it with some white. I'm going to put it right in that flower. In the eye. And that is pretty much it, except for whatever you would like to write at the bottom. Two, three, and once you have it written, you can always go back with a Sharpie or a paint pen, and you can fix it up. Well, thanks for hanging out and painting the sugar skull for Dia de los Muertos. Usually not so quiet, but it is kind of late. Hope everybody had an awesome Halloween. You were as safe as you could be. And that you got to eat a little bit of candy. stay tuned for more stuff from the Paint Party Mommy. I have a Paint Party membership group opening up where you can paint with me every month for one low price of $11 a month. You paint whatever I'm painting. I let my members make requests too if there's something they're in the mood to paint. So what a cute little sugar skull you did all by yourself. Good job. If you want to add anything, feel free. I enjoy painting with you. And if you need me, feel free to message me on Facebook or Instagram. All right. Good night, guys. Happy Halloween again. Bye.